The orbs. They are being formed. If this would... That better go to the left one. I swear, if it goes right, I'm going to be annoyed. There are many other players who end up using Create, using it in a way that is much more skillful, unique, and probably better than me. I am not one of them. I hand-fizzed this all together to work with the way I wanted it to work. Do I regret it? Only slightly. But the next step would be starting the Master Ball process, which I plan on going down below here. But I had to figure out how to do Ars Nova or whatever. So, yeah. Well, Emrian, it was a headache to set up. However, it works perfectly. I don't have to do anything. The only the only thing I have to do is this chest has filled with shafts. These shafts are pumped here to make this next step. Looks like that's out. No, it holds it. And then also, I have this chest filled here with iron rods, which is needed for this step. Those are the only two things I actually currently have to do, or at least actively refill. My intention is getting maybe another foundry set up here where iron bees just pump iron combs into it so that it auto makes iron rods. Iron rods go into that chest and then they come out. Shafts, however, I'm not too sure on how you can like automate them. Because if I do this, you need andesite, which requires, andesite, and well, in this case I'll be using iron because it's easier to get access to. And I don't know how to properly do that because this automated shape crafting thing is something I haven't looked at. I don't know if I really intend to. Well, I mean, I guess I could do a mechanical mixer in the basin. That would at least cover that. But that's for another time. For now, I'm not going to bother worrying about it because I have a more complicated thing I have to figure out and fundamentally understand. Sorry, I'm scratching my head. But that's the only two things I do. They are both going to be backlogged for a while because it requires one shaft for this here, for this step, and one iron rod for that step. And for all intents and purposes, that's at least 628 balls. And that's like 605, so I'm not worried. And the funny thing is, for making master balls, this chest is the most important part because that's where they're all being kept right now. And, well, for all intents and purposes, this is going to fill up. The only real thing I could probably actually do is figure out how to fill this. Come on, click on the thing. Fill this more consistently with nuggets because it clearly comes from here, and eventually this will end up overfilling depending on luck. I could probably throw in extra stuff, but these combs only ever make come on, no, come on, there we go. It has a 10% chance of making the nuggets. I suppose I should also look at the block itself. In this case, yeah, it's still 10%. Well, each of these upgrades here increases by 15%, to equal like 70%. So I'm getting nuggets more often than not. Same boat here. Albeit I think these are a little bit more reasonable. Let me just double check. Nope, still the same chance. So 70%, 70%. I'm not even using this really. This is actually being used for that step over there. Yeah, I'll walk past it. Also, hi, Meeb. Turns out I ended up industrializing the production of unobtainium balls. I spent all of yesterday figuring that out and placing everything. It looks like a mess, and that's because it is. However, the mess works. Because once this fucking fills up with... I wonder... You. If I were to... Yeah, there. This will at least show that the production's now finalized, in theory. It places the lid. Once it picks it up, shoves it onto this. And it shoves a rod onto it in order to seal it. And he makes a ball. The ball goes into the chest, and we have another obtainium ball. The main issue is, again, I don't have much in the way of unobtainium, but I need the vibranium, and the only real way to make another obtainium is attaching another beehive, realistically. Make another beehive, attach it there, make another beehive, attach it there, and that would probably speed up the overall process, like by a lot. Because it needs more, it just genuinely needs more nuggets. I could make more centrifuges, but no. I'd rather not. Thankfully, I never have to worry about the soul lava because I just have enough all the fucking time. Yes, I am making master balls. You see, in the process to make master balls, it requires unobtainium balls. See, whenever you go to the process for making a master ball, you start with an unobtainium ball. The obtainium ball gets crushed or pressed, then it gets applied with a lid, an unobtainium alloy ingot, a nether star, another aluminum alloy ingot, and then a blank ball lid in order to create the master ball itself. And what that requires is, surprisingly, this step isn't the worst. This step isn't the worst because I've actually technically already got that handled. It's way back there. So I could probably figure out a way to divert some of the blank ball lids. Sorry, stretching. To divert some of the blank ball lids to have it go a different way to be the final step. So this is actually like not the hardest. This part's technically already handled, sort of. This part, it's, you know, I'm gonna need to make netherite ingots and everything, so I'm gonna need to get the bees, and then I'm gonna have to turn the ancient stuff into netherite ingots. So it's gonna be a process. But again, that would require me setting up another chest with white apricots, having it go once and then twice. I could probably change all the modium back there into white apricots instead, and it would probably still be just as effective. And that would allow me to, well, not worry too much about that. Skulker shells are one of the more problematic elements because, well, I did go and make like 100 and something, well, hunt them down basically till I had 100. I need a more consistent thing for it. So I do have something for that, but give me a second. I do have something for these, and it's relating to this mess. Wait, the hole is right. No. Where is the hole? I think I've covered the hole. The shelf's not even being used. That's fine. Let's do this. Oh, fuck, no, I won't. Plug that up. Oh, pardon me. I guess I could do here. Yes. Where is the hole here? Oh, it's blocked up by a belt. Okay. Well, that explains it. So one of the hard parts here is I need to make a specific thing. I forgot what it's called now. It will run the neural network, which basically means that, oh, it makes a mob spawn. You can attack the mob. Well, I don't actually attack the mob. The mob kind of just exists. And then it makes this thing called a prediction. This prediction realizes what type of mob that you're specifically fighting. You choose the drop for the mob. It makes the drop. My thing is, one, pumping in somehow the specific like prediction stuff, so it goes here, and then having this outputted and inputted into here. And since this is already handled, I don't have to worry about it, you know, don't have to worry about it hitting like a choke point or whatever. Then I want those shells to be pumped out into the master ball process while making the master ball lids. The downside is I would have to like carefully dig my way out. I don't remember which direction I need to actually go to then have it go through the white apricorn bits, basically up where the all-modium bit is, so that it'd be like white apricorn bit, the incomplete master ball shell into, you know, the next, the press, and then the 2 rose quartz, and that will create the lid. Then this is probably the hard part here, because to make this here I need to go into Ars Nouveau, which is an enchanting apparatus, and apparently I need to make water essence, fire essence, earth essence, and air essence. I also need to get source gems, and obviously I need to get these ingots again. Not the worst. I can intercept some of the comb whenever it comes to vibranium and titanium and just make more bees. That's really not the hard part. That's actually very easy. It's the Ars Nouveau thing, because I have no idea how that works. Like, all I do is this. What's it going to do? Scream at me? Probably. Just steal the combs and leave. So it's not that big a deal. Ooh, like spike. But yeah, this part will probably end up getting turned into white apricorn bits rather than all the modium apricorn bits. Because I realized I don't actually need all the modium to make any of the other balls. Thought I did, but apparently not. And the great part about this is, well, you see maybe the windmills, the water wheels, and like whatever might, well, this is actually being used. But like, you're seeing very minimal like stuff. Like, it doesn't go outside at all. Oh, what is this? Ah. What is this? Scoria. I don't remember this being here. Maybe it was, and I'm just not smart, but whatever. But yeah, notice how, like, you don't see it at all from where I am. Hell, even this cave doesn't actually go where it is. So, for all intents and purposes, tree, I can naturalify this area and make it look like it's hidden, or that you just wouldn't fundamentally see it. Except for maybe this little section here. Because my tent is, I dig down again, and maybe I make like the equivalent of like a little, like master ball store, where they kind of just pump out to a chest here. You walk in, you got like, it looks like a nice homely store in a crater. Call it the ball store. And, well, there you go. Like, it'd be a nice little thing. But, no, I need to go into Ars Nouveau. Ugh. And figure that out. I also have to do a lot more bee breeding, so, there's one thing I do need to do, and it is... Well, first, clear my inventory out. Because I actually don't need a lot of this stuff. This can all go away. Except for the blank ball lids. I'm just going to delete them. I don't need them. Pop this away. No, that works too. Pop these away. Oh, pop the belts away and out of the inventory. Maybe visit the Zigzagoons. They've probably been working their butts off. Oh my god, yeah, they have been. Clear all the TMs and the TRs. Trust me, if I could make an monopoly off of the Master Balls, I would, because it'd be really fucking funny. But no, there are all other players on the server who are much more further than myself. Who would be able to make probably Master Balls themselves with just as much effort, if not actually probably do a lot more smarter. But they'll probably also do it out in the open. Unlike me, who's trying to keep it all within a cave. Also, hi, Cora. How did you sleep? If I actually could do that, I technically would, but this is not like a I'm pretty sure PvP is actually like fine. It's just people don't do it. And I'm not about to be the guy who attacks people because how did you make Master Balls 2 or something. Because I'm pretty sure everyone has at some point, or is going to at some point, make Master Balls themselves. So there isn't really too much that I'd be like unique or lording over anyone else. The best thing I could realistically do is probably just figure out a way to make so much that they end up relying on it, because then, well, what's the point in them doing it? Maybe. I don't know if that's actually a good idea or not. I've got a feeling that whenever I automate the hell out of the Master Balls, I have a feeling someone will complain, like, you know, that takes away the fun of it. It's like, fuck you, I do what I want. I can't be, because I've seen, I think it's 6 Sides with a unobtainium farm? Well, not an unobtainium farm, but unobtainium supply chain. Yeah, I don't think anyone's actually realistically going to complain. But it's more, I don't want to attack people because they're also trying to make the Master Balls. No. Six Sides, I know you're saying like obtaining is more used for other things. I mean that they genuinely do have like a full-on like ball manufacturing thing. That's where I got half of the fucking schematics. Would schematics be the right word there? For what I'm doing. Like, I am a copycat. Because, Cora, have you seen the factory? Have you, as in, like, were you here whenever I was showing it off? Because, I don't know if you want to. There's an Eevee over there. Okay, you were there initially, but you weren't. Is that a shiny? No. You were there whenever I was making it, but you haven't seen its current form. All I'm gonna say is that if anyone has joined in the last like 3 minutes and hasn't seen what that was, prepare your mind and eyes, because it is a mess. So this is where I go about making the blank lids. This is where I have to walk around because this is the only way to get here now. This is where the blank lids get drowned in vibranium first, whenever it fills up. I also have a thing where as long as it keeps going, it will take the blank lids into that chest, take the blank lids out and pump them in around here, and put them in there. And also, if they don't get turned into the unobtainium step, they get put into here, and they get pumped back into here and drop back out here. The bits obviously get fucking smashed onto them at some point. That's then when you should make the lids. Then once the lids are made, pardon me, the lids get put into this here, and they wait. Then I have a foundry filled with molten unobtainium, slowly but surely, that is pumped into by a bees. This is then turned into plates and ingots. Technically, I don't really need the ingots, but I want to go through the step of like severing out the ingots and like half ingots in there, half ingots out, because that's way too much work. So this is probably the easiest thing there. The ingots go up here into this here, which get put into that hand. They get slammed onto to make the one ball part. Then a shaft is then shoved onto the ball part, and then it goes over here, and then another part of the ball lid gets shoved onto this to make a ball core or ball mechanism. Why is there a shaft in there? Then the two shells from before get pumped up here, pumped through here. Well, not pumped, but conveyor belted, and are put into these two hands. For some reason, it always goes into this hand and not this hand. I don't know why. But, Then this hand will slam it onto this, make it into a lid. Then this one will shove another one onto this to make another lid. And then this one will put a pipe onto it, or a rod onto it, to turn into unobtainium balls. I've only made 31 because the main catch point is the unobtainium part. Because I don't have enough production and I don't have it moving fast enough in order to be keeping up with it. And no, trust me, as much as I would love to say this is convoluted, it's because Create's complicated in like the most unfun way possible. Because you would think that these conveyor belts should be easily connected to each other and just be like, oh, you just go up. No. You have to make two separate conveyor belts consistently. So if you're going up at a ledge, it can only go up like, an angled block. So they had to be connected this way. And the only way to make it consistent and going the same direction is not with cogs, and it's not with gearboxes, because cogs will turn it one way, and if you put another cog, it will turn it the other way, so they'll end up going into each other. Meaning you have to do a cog distance of 3 in order to make it go right. And the gearbox has the same issue where it's meant to replace the purpose of 4 cogs. And because of that, it has the exact same issue where you need 3 boxes instead of 2, but I only really need 2 for a lot of these connections. So I use extra belts in order to take the direction that this is going into that there. And that kind of like is most of the work done. And you would think that, oh, if you want to go like a right angle, you would just go a right angle, but no. Also doesn't do that. It doesn't have like the fence effect or whatever. It only goes in straight angles, which is kind of stupid. Maybe there's other parts of Create that does have it, but I don't know what those are. And I've only ever seen it go in straight lines too. Because there's a bunch of like adjustable chain drives, clutches and everything. And this I think is meant to just speed up the process and stuff. Which, fair enough. If it works, it works. But I'm not looking for really aggressively speeding it up. Like, the only thing I would remotely want to speed up is just the molten part. Because if I could get that filled up way faster, then that would cover Sheepkin Hexver, the sticky. Ugh. If I could get that sped up where the vibranium fills up way faster here and the obtanium fills up faster here, then it'd be no problem. This factory line would be, well, complicated. It would be making unobtainium balls and everything very quickly. And I wouldn't be worrying about like the chest with the shafts or the iron rods or anything. Yeah, that's kind of like the issue with Create, because it doesn't want to have like sensible steps. Like, why don't these conveyor belts connect up into like the one and make it easier? Like, you just have it so it's like, oh, corner segment, pop a corner segment on, works fine. Now I have to like use gearboxes and shafts, and like I have to like be very creative with the individual things. I think in this case the only reason why there's a cogwheel here is because I just ran out of shafts, so I just used cogwheel. Is everything connected to chests? I actually, no. Technically I could switch out the storage, however, I don't need complicated storage steps, because realistically this is just meant to move these lids into this and just store them until they can be dropped out. I don't need like, everything connected to AE2 and have that, because here's the thing, I don't know if it would take out the specific item because I'm using normal funnels, or well, andesite belt funnels. I'm not using the brass ones because the brass ones do specifics. And I'm trying to avoid breaking the server, remember? I don't want to combine mods that don't combine, or at least safely combine and not potentially crash the server. Because someone was, Corey, you already know about the problem with the spawn thing. I'm overcorrecting a bit too much and sticking with just create and doing everything here. But also, I fully understand that for all these purposes, everyone's doing the same thing because we don't know if it works with chests and the like. The fact that it works here with functional metalworks and everything is kind of a surprise. I didn't think that would work, but it does. Because again, that's why I was like, I want everything to be specifically chests, because then it gets put into a chest, and I know a chest is safe because create's made with at least basic Minecraft in mind. So this stuff works fine. If I were to introduce the, storage compartments and everything. Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Like, it's probably generating more passive lag, but that's who cares? For all intents and purposes, Six Sides has a bigger factory. I'm pretty sure Witchy also has a bigger factory if they were to ever like go through the process of it. The only thing I could see maybe cutting it down would be using Oritech, but as you said specifically, that's annoying. Also, apparently you can't use Oritech for making Master Balls, so rip. Like, Oritech apparently is just a simple thing. Like, it uses just the one thing, and there you go, it's done. But you said yourself, Akora, that's complicated. This was annoying to set up, but it was really easy to understand. It just sometimes it didn't work the way I wanted it to. Again, I fully wish these belts would connect properly so I could cut down on the amount of belts I use and the amount of shafts and everything. Wait, why am I... What? That was weird. Like, I seriously, like, this shouldn't be needed. This shouldn't be needed. Realistically, splitting it up this way should be way easier. It should be just, okay, it goes in, evenly split, but no, apparently it's only fucking one side that's only getting it, so it has to cause a specific backup. So then it can go out the other way. And then, because it only comes out that, it... Well, it goes this fucking wonky ass path. Because, again, it doesn't turn smoothly. It needs like a minimum of like 3 different belts. I could do 2, but generally 3 was a much more safer option for making it work consistently. And then it goes in and works fine. But ultimately, this wasn't all that complicated to set up. It is just a mess. Because again, I don't really understand Create all that well. I did pick it up, but I wish mod packs would stop using it. The only cool thing about Create is the ability to make trains. Everything else, please don't. Stop. Like, this should be all cut down to like maybe 3, maybe 4 like different machines, and then that's it. Because fucking Master Balls require you using Create. Like, you have to make it through Create. So like, why not just stick with Create? I could make Oritech make everything else, no problem, and cut down the amount of work, but I'd still need Create to making everything else. So, that is kind of like the reality I have to live with. Because also, like, trust me, some of the shit I wish I didn't have to fucking do. But it works. And because it works, I'll complain. Anyway. To be honest, I thought Mechanism would be able to handle some of this stuff, because I feel like Mechanism, because it creates the equivalent of like pneumatic stuff, like it has even more insane stuff, but it's also handled in like one single block. Like chemical infuser, energized smelter, chemical oxidizer, rotary, pressurized, electrolyte crusher, you know, all this stuff is like, I expect this to be all like easier handled. Yeah, the outright actual transport of like up and down stuff is fucking a pain. Because I'm gonna be honest, I don't want to fuck around with the chutes and the fans and everything in this case. I'm just gonna do hopper, chest, hopper, chest, hopper, chest, and go down as far as I fucking need to till I get to the very fucking bottom where the unobtainium balls need to be for the process of making master balls. Because that's simple, use up more resources, but I'm not using fans or pulleys. They might be really effective, however, I'm gonna have to do this here kind of mess again for master balls. I don't want to keep fucking around with create constantly, because I have to also go into Ars Nouveau. Which, speaking of, I'm now going to go look into that very carefully. There's one thing I do actually remember I have to do. Hold on, let me clear my inventory of candies. Yes, if it's not obvious, I do not enjoy whenever mods overcomplicate something that doesn't feel fun. If it were fun and like actually simple, oh, tell ya, hit me more with that. Oh, if it's overcomplicated as fuck, why? Because I remember there used to be a piping mod that a lot of people didn't like, but for some reason it's apparently gone. And all you had to do was just apply a pumper with a redstone power sequence, and it would pump. You could apply more power and everything to it, and it would just pump shit out of a chest. And you could like set filters and everything too, and it was easy. There's probably a reason why that doesn't work anymore, because probably people figuring out those things. Yeah, but they only cause a lag if you're using, well, the mod I was thinking of, I don't know if it's specifically the same one, because it's not pipes. It's not the, oh god, at B-I-P-E. Yeah, it's not this one. This is not the mod I'm thinking of. These are like definitely not the mods I was thinking of. But it was something else, but I just don't remember what it was. Because back then Minecraft didn't have like a JEI that you could sort by like types of mods. Or did, and I just didn't know how to use it. Ain't that the truth? Because you could basically just use a ton of pipes. While it was a bit of a mess, whenever you actually really got into like a more complicated systems, it worked. And it worked safely. Because you could even use the pipes that would still pump stuff. But it wouldn't show it. So it wouldn't have any entities being shown. So you could just continue on with what you're doing. Maybe it is in this mod pack and I just don't know what it's called. But I'm not about to really worry too much about it. Because again, I got the crate stuff working. I ain't gonna overthink it. What I do need to do though is work on making more ancient bees, which requires more diamond bees. Oh, let me put these away so I don't end up putting them into storage by accident. I imagine so. The only reason why I haven't gone further is because I don't need it. Is there someone in my house? I see that you also would have had the tree farm for making fuel, for making mana, and how complicated that is. But admittedly, the tree farm actually would have been really, really like low impact too. No. I to make ancient bees. We need to make sure this is still going. It's not. Diamond, diamond. That's 2 in there. 3 adult bees. 7 gold. A lot of gold dust. Oh, I didn't really. Well, that. Well, no. Let's get rid of all this compacted gold. Oh, I misspelled hammer. Yeah, I still like. I still wish all the mods would include Botania more often than that, and replace it with some other of the other mods, because, well, Botania is like a self-contained mod and doesn't need anything else and doesn't want anything else interacting with it. It's still a fun mod. You know, it's very self-fulfilling in a good way. But also then I'd want my, it's complicated, but it's as complicated as Mechanism. Like, if you want to really, like, automate all that stuff, it's going to be as complicated as Mechanism. Like, that's the big thing that I always said, because it does a lot of the same stuff that Mechanism does, but for itself. But Mechanism just has more outside applications. If that makes sense. Probably doesn't, but yeah, who cares? No, I had to make a hammer iron. I had to make sticks. Just keep going until I run out of, like... There. That's more than enough. I wish I could make an unbreaking hammer. I wonder, actually... Could I enchant this? No. Reactive. It's a... Wait. Actually, that's a point. Hold on. No. I can't. What the fuck? Don't you whisper at me. No, this is like all the ores, which isn't like a weapon. It's a tool. I could just make a crusher, yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure I do have a crusher. But then, here's the thing. I'm probably a lot faster crushing this stuff myself than popping it into my crusher, because... where is the crusher? It's up there. Because I were to get the gold, hold on. Wait. That's not at all what I wanted to do. It needs a crusher from a different... It's not even like crushing the raw gold. Blasting smelts it, obviously. What? Crusher actually additions. Wait, so it is going to crush. Okay. That was weird. Why did it say it wouldn't? I am not doing the crate crusher. Fuck you. What if I have a grinding ball? I'd rather not. No, that crusher just doesn't make it. I have to go into actually additions to make that. I don't know why you put that into that to make that. And obviously this is a double crusher. Restonia crystal, where the fuck do you get that? Atomic reconstructor. Huh? Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Where's my pickaxe? Well, all this proves is caveman way is the right way. Shit, unless I run out of hammers. I could probably make the platinum hammer, which probably have more durability, but I wish I would replace the fucking hammer. Can you explain maybe why you'd consider yourself to not be as bright as you thought? The IME recipe? Huh? But I can't make the hammer. What are you talking about? Like, I can only make the up to the platinum hammer. No, I don't need you to give me gold. I have plenty of it. Wait, the IME. I don't know what you're talking about, Akora. No, I know you're trying to help Akora, but I really, like, you're like, oh, let me give you resources. I don't need resources. Please. I have too much resources. Oh, but most of it does end up getting used into, like, putting into the bees. But that's just like a... Resources for me are like completely solved. I don't need more resources. It literally is just like a little bit of like, oh, feed it into the furnace and then problem solved. Maybe just realize that you're trying to fit something that can't be physically fit into the constraints that you put it in is an impossible task. So the solution is usually, as it usually goes, is simple. Yeah. Expanding does help a lot. The IME, what is the IME? Because if I could make it a little bit easier for me to just make gold dust and or dust of any other types of ores, that would be a little bit nicer. Because while it is relatively easy to just make the dust, I don't want to fucking sit and do this. Because I end up running out of hammers and then I end up having to like go make more. And knowing my dumbass, I don't even bother properly making more hammers. I just make enough. But then whenever I go on a dust making spree, I end up forgetting to make more. Oh, the pattern provider. Oh, I really should do that. Well, would that be worth it for just the fucking gold hammer, really? Probably not. Right, I made a lot of... Just a lot. I just made a lot. But I kind of need to, because I need to make the netherite bees. Oh, fuck. Yeah, I know it's like not super involved, but it's a case of like putting that for a very minimal task. Because, I mean, realistically, the reason why I'm making all this stuff is so I can make diamond bees. Or not diamond bees, netherite bees. Treat. Because I have to make the spawn eggs. Because if I can make the spawn eggs, I'm able to make the extra, like all the modium and the like. Cage. But the issue is that making... No. Ah. The actual like hiccup here is I don't know how to refine this segment here because I need the netherite gene to put it into an egg to make the netherite bee spawn egg. I don't know how to make it that like more effective or faster. Like so far, this is like the best thing I have. Let me just do that so the genes don't get put into my hotbar. And yeah, trust me, I wish the all the modium bees and the like were breedable with themselves, but they're not. Yeah, productive bees is literally just a resource generation mod. And if you end up doing like any other mod to cover that, I'm honestly not surprised that, you know, you don't have any experience with it because it's like, why would you? Because it makes no sense to like get experience in a resource mod if you already have resources covered. Thankfully, I don't need any of the all the modium bees. Well, or all the modium combs is probably a better way to put it. They just gold. I guess maybe what I could do is do like this, drop the rest in, take out all the combs. Make a better version of this. Oh, I need to make 100 blocks. Yeah, I mean, that's why I kind of like started with bees as a resource thing, because once you get it going, you effectively don't need like resources at that point. Because all you do is get like 1 bee of the stuff, and that's effectively it. It's just I didn't want to bother going through like the hops and the jumps and the skips in order to get like this resources whenever I need them. So it's like, oh, done. I don't have to think about it anymore. And all the movements are just, I don't have to keep exploring for it. That's where my bee cages went. I don't want to keep exploring for a resource that is rare and or use a mod that would tear up the natural like environment, so to speak. Ah, no, bottles. I need to keep this in my inventory. Oh, I actually need to make draconic bees. Shit. That's rare. Just wait for that. Yeah, you can't get all the modium. Or not all the modium. This alloy stuff, like, it genuinely requires you to either go through, no, it genuinely requires you to just go through Ars Nouveau. Like, you can't get unobtainium. Or unobtainium, all the modium. You can't get the vibranium, all the modium, or whatever the combination stuff is. Because it also requires, actually, it requires, huh? It requires industrial forging. Okay. Well, I still have to go into Ars Nouveau anyway. Basically, oh my god. In order to get the vibranium, all the modium, unobtainium, vibranium, and unobtainium, all the modium, it requires you to go through 3 different types of mods in order to get that. Yeah, see, this is like a big issue I have with all the mods and the way they choose to balance stuff, is that more often than not, they give you such insane requirements to go through to it. And the worst part of it is that the pig hearts you can't make. You can't go through hostile neural networks. You can't go through the spawn eggs because, well, maybe you could have in the normal mod pack, but in this specific mod pack, The pig glitches are hold on, I'm making the dragon stuff I need. The pig glitches are Pokemons. No, you can't even get seeds. Because the game would show the seeds for it. Like if I type in, oh god, pig glitch. You get the piglet, the charm fragment. I don't know what that actually is for. Oh, it's just to make it so they can't see you. But the heart, there is nothing else here. There's no seeds, no nothing. What it requires you to do is just go to where it spawns and mass murder them. Oh, I don't want the stinger in my backpack. Because it's a fucking Pokemon in this mod pack, at least. Like, this mod pack specifically makes it a fucking Pokemon. And I'm pretty sure for most of the Pokemon, you can't get like spawn seeds or spawn eggs or anything for them. Yeah, it is very silly. Because it also makes creepers into a Pokemon too. Like right here. And the only two... Oh, that's Blaziken. And the only two moves this thing actually knows is Explosion and Self-Destruct. What the hell is a Drig giving me? Oh, there are extras. There we go. DRYGMY. What is this? A familiar. Huh? But that would require you to, if I am correct, set up the equivalent of a farm where the pig glitches would spawn, right? What's familiar? Well, that makes me wonder, would it be possible for me to then just have like a full team of Pigletchoos just chilling and just have the Drigmees just constantly farming from them? I mean, ultimately, it's still annoying that they added in those specific types of hurdles for no reason, really. Well, the reason why it says multiple is that maybe you can get more sooner than later. But that'd still be a good idea anyway. I'm looking for the production increase. Nope, hostile neural networks don't work. I know because I've tried. this. Then it's the honey box again. It's all because I'm so lazy and I don't want to figure out an actually easier way to do that. But no, you cannot use hostile neural networks with it, because that's the only reason why I have this in here. Because I tried to make one and use it on that just so I wouldn't have to go and farm them. It doesn't have a specific spawn thing for it. What is it called again? Hostile. Is that what it's called? Because if you end up typing in like pigglitch, again, it's not there. It doesn't have one. Because they turned it into a Pokemon. Because even if I were to type in like Pikachu or something, if I could spell Pikachu right, Pikachu doesn't have one. It has a statue and a few other things that it would work with it, but it doesn't have like a neural thing. Which is a problem, because, well, I don't think all the mods was specifically balanced with that in mind the way it was, but I don't think the devs behind this mod pack really care. Because I'll be honest, I genuinely went onto like, I think like the All the Mons Discord, and more often than not, they just kept saying like, "Yep, not our mod pack. We don't care." And I find it kind of like a bit of a kick in the teeth, because other people come on asking about these types of problems with like the All the Mons mod pack. Or not? Hold on, it wasn't All the Mons. Let me change that. Sorry, I know I realized what the fuck I said. The people behind All the Mons mod pack that we are currently playing do not have an official Discord. They took the name from the actual like All the Mons, which is all the Pokemons type of thing with Cobblemon stuff. They took the name from that and made the mod pack. They do not connect, so there is no actual like easy to reach out to support for it that I'm aware of. So you genuinely just kind of like are like in the dark, sorry, with this. Which I haven't seen many phantoms spawning as a reason, which is kind of surprising. I'm not even wearing the slippers. Am I? No. Then I don't know why. Oh, I haven't even been using this. Oh my god, it's going up to 200% speed or something like that. Oh. Maybe I should instead put all the points on that. That'd probably make more sense. Oh, I only have one level point. You serious? Well, fair enough. There's no reason to actually like improving this. I don't even use it. But fuck it, why not? Oh, cost 2. Increasing this by 1 is... Oh, but it's already maxed. I guess cannot gain any more. Oh. So it's only like level 5 total. Oh, hi, Gar. Like, you choose to not trust me on like the whole hostile neural networks thing be my guest and figure out a way to make it work, but I didn't get to work. I think the diamond bees are maybe a little bit more ready. Go down, you fuck. There needs to be an egg. I think I'm coming down with something. I'm getting stuff in my throat again. What? I'm running out of chickens. I don't want... There. That's more than enough. I probably have a ton of eggs, actually. Yep, I do. I'm not very smart. Oh, I ran out of poppies. Shit. Well, it's not the worst. Just do this. There you go. Cage. Now, these should be adults, right? Yes. Okay, so B block. Cage. B block. Cage. I wish it wouldn't autofill that stuff. It keeps messing me up. B cage, B cage. Pump. Pump. Pop that in there. Pop that out. Pop that in there. The no, what one is it? What color? Oh, it's pink, purple, pink. What? Pink, 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 pink. 37. Got another netherite 100%, which is nice. Pop this egg in here. Yep, that's working. Perfect. Ow. It's funny, I thought I would need the hell out of soul lava, but apparently not. Whatever process it takes to make that stuff is not actually all that a lot. Wonder how many balls, if any, are made now. Just out of curiosity. Oh shit. There we go. Gotta be careful with that. Probably have made... Oh, wait, there's one just made. We've made... 2. That's only because of the unobtainium. And probably the vibranium too. Just fundamentally need more. Right, I think, let me dump this all off. Let's actually start working on Ars Nouveau. Or at least attempting to. No. Gothic spawners, mystical agriculture, no. Power, magic, Ars Nouveau. Where the hell do I start? I need to make a book, which then gives me the actual specific book. Tattered Tome. Is it in here? It is. If you're new, following, getting started and completing the advancements is recommended. Getting started. Spells. Craft powerful spells through spell, blah, blah, reshape the world, automate tasks, create automate tasks. So much more. You will need to craft a Nova spellbook, which allows you to create, store, mana. Okay. No, this really requires like all these fucking tools. That's kind of weird. I think also you could use the Tattered Tome for that. Oh, there's that. Unbreaking Axe. Yes. That's how you craft it. It will require a better tier spellbook, which I could probably do it hilariously. Tier 1, the Apprentice and Archmage will unlock tiers 2 and 3. It will transfer all the spells you've learned in your new book. Walden Tribute, probably won't be able to get that anytime soon. So I'll probably be able to get all of that, no problem. Oh shit. Mage. No. Spell book. There we go. Create a spell book, Archmage, spell. Block of Horts. 1, 2. Mage spell book. Okay. Protection of the 4 elements. Well, that's getting into enchanting apparatus, which I don't know what to do yet. Learning glyphs, important resources, source, magical crafting, magical automation. We'll just look at glyphs. Building blocks, make up spells, but glyphs are used in much order. They fall into 3 forms of effects, augments, vessels. Every spell must begin with a form, and only one form is present. Yeah, okay. Augment, change properties. Maybe change together, modify the same glyph. Augments have no effect on other augments. Glyph fall into tiers of 1, 2, and 3. Can class tier 1, but higher tiers. So basically I can cast tier 2s right now. After pressing C while your spellbook is selected on the inventory bar, clicking glyphs from the list will add them to the bottom of the page to represent their part of the spell. Clicking glyphs inside your spell will remove them. Once satisfied, you may create the spell, click create to save it. Spellbooks may hold up to 10 spells at once, shown by the bookmarks on the right side of the thing. Clicking one will swap the spell you're working on. Spell casting. Select your spellbook on the inventory bar and right click to cast it. Active spell shown above your mana bar, press X to swap your next spell and Z to swap your previous spell. Press V to open a radio menu that allows you a quick swap. Okay. You can also individually keybind them. If they fail to cast, make sure you have enough mana. And the spell begins with form glyph and has at least one effect glyph. Okay. Learning glyphs. This is something I actually need to do. New glyphs may be created through the thing from certain items and paying EXP. Fuck. Once crafted, the glyph can be consumed to learn it, making it available during spellcrafting with each other by a crafting annotated index. Possible to scribe items in bulk by placing a spellbook or scribe spell parchment. Okay. What? Needless me by through the scribes table. Okay. So I need to make a scribe's table. Archwood. Ah, oh, you fucker. Of course you need fucking archwood. You need those ugly ass trees. Which, I think there's one around here somewhere. I should go to sleep. Oh, hi, Solstice. How's it going? Yeah, I'm playing Minecraft. I'm in the due process of becoming a mage. Because I want to make master balls, and apparently becoming a mage is how you make master balls. What the fuck is Pinda? I need to make the map bigger so I can see more of it. Oh, well, I mean, I always appreciate the lurk. Whoa, what is this? Oh, this is a wishing well. I've been struggling to not be playing Minecraft. I genuinely have been playing this godforsaken mod pack for the last, what, like week or more? So I'm struggling to shake the addiction. Oh, that's Arum. That's forbidden. I need the bear trees. Would this be it? No, I'm pretty sure this isn't it. Source stone, blazing archwood leaves. Archwood. Well, I could harvest it, no problem. Just grab this stuff while I'm here. Fuck it. Yeah, well, I mean, until... So I actually have a goal. Sort of. And it's to make master balls. Automate making master balls. Once I achieve that, I'll be able to cut down on what I actually do. Because I want to be able to just go up to a Pokemon and go, oh, I like you, master ball. And just not worry about catching them anymore. And then once I achieve that, I'll then go through the trainer battles and... well, get to like level 100 so I can actually have my very strong Pokemons. And then I'll probably end up refining the team to get like the actual like themed team that I want. This kind. Blazing Archwood log. Oh, I have the saplings somewhere. I'll find the natural spawning tree first, just so I can identify it. And then after that, I'll probably be able to actually get back to like quite literally playing anything else, but also maybe trying to get back to drawing. I've put that off for so long. I feel like I'm going to be going back to like the beginning of that entire journey because I have forgotten how to do everything. Trampa. That's a tier 4. I can't fight that. That's another archwood tree. It's flashing. I'm being flashed by a tree. What is this? Bomber granite. I probably shouldn't eat that. Flash pine. Probably shouldn't also eat that. I'm actually very curious. Oh, Jesus. Cause the start to explode when the duration ends. Oh. Could this be used in anything? No. What does this do? Increases damage taken from lightning damage. Well, that's good to know. So the bomb fruit makes you explode, and the lightning pineapple makes you take more damage from lightning. Great. Totally worthwhile, if you ask me. Totally. No, this is a dark forest. Would a Art Nouveau tree spawn here? I mean, I have the saplings already, I think, back at the base. You know, there's a blue one around here somewhere. I think. Actually, I have no idea. This is a very fancy forest. Oh. This is probably the blazing one, which is the bomb fruits, but I'll take the logs anyway. That's because you're connected to other fucking trees. Who stripped this tree? Like, why would you just go up and just strip the tree? What the fuck? That is actually fucked up. I don't need the logs or this. Okay, we've got all the specific thing that I was looking for. Let's see. Oh, this looks like Ars Nouveau. They got a warp nexus, but I'm taking the trees. Containment jars. Ugh. Yeah, so me doing ours is actually like a good thing then. Akara, please, for the love of God, just call that something else other than jarring my glitch, because that I don't want to call that. I think that's enough. I have a ton of saplings. Holy shit. Yeah. Oh, what is this? It's just a warped block? Isn't this a thing from Minecraft or not? Minecraft. From the Nether? What's it doing here? Did someone warp this place? Or is that just the way the biome spawns? Well, I mean, rip on the reactor, but hey, at least you know. Oh, there's a blue tree. Whee. Cascading. And these trees have interesting names. pressing the wrong button. I was pressing tab instead of tilde. These other fucking trees. I know I have an axe. I know I'm punching the hell out of... I guess I don't need any more. Then, this. And then these three. And this. Okay, the rest of the stuff I can hold on to. All it means, Akora, is that you gotta figure out some way of automating filling your reactor. Oh, he's making a bridge. If only there were bicycles in this mod pack. Oh, no. TRHQ. What? What? Oh. It's not like the real Team Rocket. It's a fake one. Because I was about to say, like, Team Rocket shouldn't be in that biome. They should be in the Badlands. Like, they actually have a natural spawn. Well, the upside is it shoved me back to my house, so... Arch. Can I use the vaccine? Oh, I can. We'll do a full stack of that. Put that away. Scribe's table, that's what I was looking for, wasn't it? What's that? Huh? Knockback. Grow. Oh. Heal. Fuse. Invisibility. Miscloud. Name. Prestidigitation. Tier 1, Tier 3, Tier... Oh wait, no, that's all. Burst. Blink. Propagate homing. Split. Superheat. Wither. Water jet. Oxidize. Rewind. Summon decoy. Summon dead, summon vex. Wall. Orbit. Obliterate. Lifelink. Cavitate. Conflagrate. Fangs. Glide. Don't really need it. Hex. Sorry, I'm scratching my head. Tangible. Burst. Oh, I've seen this spell. Blink. Retaliate. Recall. Flowing projectiles. Echoing trail. So these are just more like... Yeah, I don't know if they actually have any practical use. Frankly, I don't even care. Obviously, this next one's going to be a little bit harder because I need to get Walden Tribute. But I have the rest of this stuff. I have so many gun Totem of Undyings. I hate them. What? Another source jar, but I already have one here. Can I just... Why can't I fill the source? Dicing Rod, Magic Finder, Magic Creatures. I should probably actually make that then. Can I just do... No. Damn. Dicing. So I'm gonna need the... How do I not have golden ingots? Oh, it's because I used them all. That's how. Yeah, no, that makes sense actually. I forgot about that. Just ignore me. Imbuement chamber. Create one of the main crafting items in ours. Source gem. We'll need to make an imbuement chamber. Requires source. Produces a small amount of source by itself, but can also use source jars as bar source. Oh, okay, but how do you fill a source jar? Both plants source from nearby food. Oh. We still have uses for all the bread now. Storing potions, turn source from mob deaths and animal breeding. Volcanic. Think I will do nearby food and would that work with the botany pots? Do you think? I don't see why not. Well, let me look for the imbuement chamber. Imbuement chamber. Gold ingots. I need to make more fucking gold dust if it's going to keep making me use all my gold. Arcane stones. You can start crafting various machines by crafting source stones. Okay, if I find some of those. Sunrise. Is this the time today? Disintegration. Destroy nearby monsters and acquire some of the experience gems worth twice as much experience. Monster destroyed this way will not drop items. Well, I'm not worried about that. Cloud shaping. I'm holding left ship. Change the weather. Clear. Cause the rain. Will lava spot cause the storm. Fertility, which I'm guessing is oh. That's different. Moonfall. I guess that makes it nighttime. Scrying is where you can see like specific things. Yeah. But it requires you to get the block in the first place, so it's Awakening. Orchard trees into wheeled walkers. Why would you do that? Oh. You turn the tree into a defensive thing for against mobs. I don't really need that. Challenge. Villager raid. Making tones into... Not really worried about that. Summon Wilden though. Okay. Will destroy blocks. Duly fucking noted. Harms undead. Zombie villager be instantly cured, and the result of the villager offer discounts if the player was nearby. There's requires source to operate. Flight, don't care. Warping. Amulets, the jars. Must be in your hot part to function. Ball of levitation, Chanter's mirror, Chanter's sword. That's not a sword, that's a... What is that? Stretching my legs. Ah! That's not a sword. It's a key. That's just straight up a fucking key. At least that makes it unbreakable. Source gem. Buck, gold, diamond. It's actually a better weapon than a diamond sword. That's kind of amusing. Bulk coloring. You can... oh, that's... Okay, no. Not gonna worry about that. Bell parchment, mage bloom seed. Magical clothing. Mage bloom fibers. The hat. That's the cosmetic for... You need that for an alteration table. Orange mage bloom bed. Cosmetic. Blank thread. Parchment. Cosmetic. Repository catalog. I think that's for if you make more spells. Runic chalk. Chalk. Bag. Okay. So, first things first then. I'm gonna go get bees. As I always do. Let me just place this. That in there because I don't know. I don't trust it. Because I need water, fire, earth, and air. We're gonna work on water first, because I think there's a bee fort. Yep. Of course there's a fucking bee fort. Oh, fuck. I need to make water essence. Bee eggs. And the eggs are the painful ones. Fuck. I must have went past that now by accident. The bumble zone. That's peculiar. Am I stupid? Okay, here we go. Water essence, bee egg. Frosty. Bee egg. Oh, you cheeky fuck. Amethyst bee egg. Okay, but how do I make an amethyst bee? Oh, the gems, I guess. That would make sense. Back to bees. I can never get away from bees, can I? Amethyst bee, feated diamond bee, amethyst. Oh, great. Well, the one upside is... What am I talking about? There's no fucking upside. I believe this is another ancient bee egg. Okay. So I basically need to make 15 of those. So I'm going to work on getting the amethyst bee eggs for now. I don't need the other stuff. That's really just making my current process of making unobtainium balls faster. What is that? Oh, I think that's like a porcelain elephant or something, whatever that thing is specifically called. I made a few more balls. That's actually not too bad. We're getting there. Slowly, surely. Maybe it goes through there. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. If you did diamond B that. I don't need amethyst for anything else, do I? I mean, there's a lot of stuff that uses amethyst. But parakeets. That's eternal starlight. Harp dust. Art canisters. Fairy feather. Mop scanner. Sea ring. Iron potato. Oh my god. Which of these is more usable? What is the actual math? Wait, be right back. I have returned. Why is what violent? Oh, okay. Hold on. The dog is now streaming. Okay, well, we did reach the 2 hour mark, give or take. I'll probably end up faffing about more with Ars Nouveau to try and at least figure out how it works and everything. But I'm going to call it there. I didn't really make much progress today. Most of the progress was just figuring it all yesterday. Admittedly, I am a little burned out. I might not even do more Minecraft today, I'm not sure. But we will eventually make more Master Balls. Believe me, I'm going to. Nothing will stop me. But until then, we are going to raid out to It's Me Harry on Twitch. She is currently doing just chatting, but she's also going to be participating in Adventure Day 4, a Minecraft RP server where she is playing as the axolotl known as Thea. But until then, I will catch you all next time once I actually do the raid.